It's the Mr. Marty Show.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. The Mr. Marty Show. Well, we made it to December, and I'm feeling fine. Got through Thanksgiving, man, that food was sublime. And it'll be Christmas before you know. So let's have fun on the Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. 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 Live action coming at you on the Mr. Marty Show. Bang! Well, howdy everybody. As you can tell, it is December, and it's just a little bit over 27 degrees outside. And, I complain about the winter. I say I don't like it. I am kind of a summer kind of baby. I love warm weather. But once you kind of settle into it, you start to enjoy the fact that everything kind of ends. You don't have to mow your lawn, all that sort of stuff. So we are here in winter and just getting through Thanksgiving. I hope you had an enjoyable Thanksgiving. Probably the smallest gathering I've ever had in all my years of being on this planet. So that was kind of weird. I'm sure it felt weird for some of you as well. But enjoyable nonetheless. But really made it a success was all the folks that participated in the show last week. I want to thank each and every one of you for contributing to that one dish, the rutabagas. I thought what everybody sent was fantastic. And I want to build on that. December, we got the holidays rushing at us even faster now. It won't be too long until it's Christmas. And I'm always intrigued on that one ornament that you hold on to. The ugliest ornament, I'm going to call it. I would like to see if you can send me a film of that ugliest ornament and the provenance behind it. Why do you have this ugly ornament? And why do you still put it up on the tree? So if you can send me about a minute clip of you showing the ornament and explaining where you got this ugly ornament, what we can do is we can then decide who among us has the ugliest ornament. So if you can get those clips to me right away, we can have a little bit of fun with it, okay? This show is all about cold. I'm looking out at our vast lake, and there's actually ice. The fish are dormant. Everybody is slowing down, when it gets cold. And I guess that's the joy of winter. Everything slows down a little bit. Take stock of things, right? So on this show, we're going to deal with cold. And we're going to go into Annie's kitchen. That's going to be the big feature of this show. She is going to make you some Polish comfort food. And let me tell you, it is wonderful. It's wonderful to watch it being made, and it's really good to eat too. I'm hoping that you'll enjoy that part. As always, we've got songs, we got some vignettes just to play around with the idea of warmth and dealing with the cold weather. So that's all that's on this show. and sit back, enjoy. I want to thank you for being part of the Mr. Marty Show and being part of the Mr. Marty family. And as always, say it at home, it's the Mr. Marty Show. Live action. Bang!
And we had it all. All is not lost. All is not lost. All is not lost. You still love me. The rising of the sun only means it's setting for someone. We play a game of kind, fool our minds that we have all the time. All the time in the world, we like to say as we while away the day. Into bed we climb. What a crime to have wasted so much time. Every second unforgiving, every minute we are living through. The hands on the clock never stop. We must be aware they never do. They never do. Still we fools are all inclined to believe must be aware they never do. They never do. Still we fools are all inclined to believe we have all the time. The rising of the sun only means it's setting for someone. What a crime to have wasted so much time. What a crime to have wasted so much time.
And now, 30 seconds of cue.
Hey, welcome to Annie's Kitchen, and today, Annie, what are we making?
We are making these are gołąbki. These are Polish stuffed cabbage rolls.
Now, folks probably don't know that Annie is half Polish.
Or some percentage more than 40% probably.
And so in your family, this was
Standard fare.
standard fare. So what's all involved with this then?
Well, what it is a mixture of ground meat. I have mostly beef and then some pork with some sauteed onions and butter, cooked rice, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce,
Nice.
and some dill.
You put it on a little bed of cabbage or what?
Well, when you're peeling the big leaves off the cabbage, in the middle you have the little core of cabbage, and so as not to waste it, I just kind of slice it up and put it on the bottom of the baking dish.
Okay.
So this is how you roll. It's kind of like a little tiny burrito. You put your meat in the middle. Try not to overstuff. And then you pull up the bottom of the cabbage leaf. These are blanched leaves. And then you, as tight as you can, pull up the sides and then roll it over. And then put it seam side down in your baking dish.
This looks like the perfect cold weather.
It is the perfect cold weather. So they're basically little, meat packages. And the nice thing is you get your veg and your meat all in one. It's a casserole, all in one dish. But we usually serve it with potatoes, like mashed potatoes or boiled potatoes.
And how difficult is this for somebody to make?
Well, it's time consuming. So, but otherwise it's not too bad.
And in the meat itself, it looks like you have dill.
So we have dill, sauteed onions in butter, salt, pepper, cooked rice. I always save our cooked rice because, the other half of me is Asian and there's always rice. It's like a little something.
So okay. Now is that your own creation, putting the rice in?
No, that's standard. And there's an egg.
I know that you like to put, I see a little onion back there. I know you like, what do you put like for a sauce? There's like a...
So we put a tomato sauce. It's a tomato mushroom sauce.
Okay. Just roll this past the eggs here over to... So that's the sauce we're talking about. Is there some signature thing that you do with this that nobody else in the world does? How do you spell Glumpy?
Glumpy is G-O-L with there's a little cross that goes through the L, which is what makes it sound like it's A-B-K-I. So there's our first dish.
Doesn't that look nice? This looks beautiful. I'm going to come in for a close-up pan of the Glumpy.
So here's our sauce, which actually, before I use it, I should taste it to make sure it has the right flavoring. There's a couple, the magic ingredient is bay leaf. So your casserole should taste pretty bay-y after it bakes. This is gonna go into an oven for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you really have to start early.
How's that sauce?
Need a little salt.
Any kind of salt?
I'm using kosher, but it could be any kind. And I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar. There's about a teaspoon in there, but I'm gonna add a little bit more.
You see the steam rising off the...
So there's 2 bay leaves in there, and it's simmered on the stove. That was the
brown sugar going in? And the brown sugar is just to what, sweeten it up?
just to sweeten it up. We're using Cento crushed tomatoes, so not totally Polish. Some people like their sauce a little tomato-y, and some people like no tomato, just like a creamy mushroom. And my dad would tell you if you're gonna do it with mushrooms, then it should be porcini mushrooms. One thing I do with any of the ground meat things that we do, so meatloaf or lumpia, which is the Filipino egg rolls that we had last night, is I'll replace a good portion of the meat with just mushrooms, just really finely chopped up mushrooms.
What is that, a meat replacement
It's just
or
a meat
substitute? Or?
Yeah, it's just a meat replacement. Nobody misses it. It gives a deeper flavor, and you get all those beta glucans that are in mushrooms, which are anti-cancer, good for you, better than meat. So,
Okay.
there's your pro tip. Replace half your meat with mushrooms. So this gets covered tightly with foil, put in a 350 oven for 1.5 to 2 hours. That's it. And here we have completed the gołąbki, or one of them, and mashed potatoes.
Looks beautiful.
Yep. And that's the sauce that we put on there, the bay scented sauce. And like I said before, dill is the quintessential Polish herb. And my dad's very particular about how much dill goes on everything.
One of the earliest things I remember about your dad was how much dill. So here we are on a weeknight or Sunday night, and I'm about to try this. First, though, being an Irishman, I gotta try a little bit of the mash with the dill. And I do have to say, if you've never had mashed potato with dill, you gotta start trying it because it's so good. And here we go. We're gonna cut in so you can see what it looks like, right? It's kind of like Mexican So good. So good. And the nice thing about it is that you have this wonderful combination of meat, but then what you also have is the tomato sauce that's interacting with the cabbage. So you have this slight bitter, slight sweet, really, really good. I have to say, a big success. We hope, if you have any questions, any special recipe. But otherwise, you're watching Mr. Marty Show in Annie's Kitchen, live action.
Hello, I'm Polly Chase, here with artwork by Martin McCormick. This is titled Desert Echo. It's 12 inches tall by 20 inches wide. This is a diptych on a unified background. The left-hand side is acrylic on clear acetate. The right-hand side is scratch art, made with an X-Acto knife on the back of film, scratching through the emulsion. Let's zoom in on those incredible details. The colors of the acrylic create a stained glass effect. If you put this at a window, it would show through to the outside. People can enjoy it in the street. Scratch art needs to be backlit with natural light, or as I'm showing it here, artificial light, to capture those incredible details. To view more of Marty's artwork, go to martinmccormick.com.
Mulled wine, it's mulled beer.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of a crazy concept, because I remember that I was probably 20 the first time I had it, and it was at a party, and my friend Wojtek showed up at like 10:30 with beer and spices and put it on the stove, and everybody at the party was like, "What the hell are you doing warming up beer? That's disgusting."
Wow.
But he brought us bigos, which is hunter stew, and this this mulled beer, which I think is Żadne Piwo.
Żadne piwo.
Żadne Piwo.
All right.
So it's just we didn't
Keep
use
it quiet there, hon.
we
You're
didn't
crawling
use-
on the chair.
beer because we're both gluten free. So this is dry apple cider,
All right.
alcoholic apple cider with cinnamon, cloves, ginger, orange, and a slice of apple.
Well, cheers, my love.
Cheers. Let's see how it is.
All right.
Tangy. Yeah, this is about how I remember
Wow.
it. You can sweeten it with apple, like add some apple juice or orange juice I saw on some recipes, but White Tex was pretty much straight up beer. Lager.
It'd be
Straight
very
lager.
nice even without, just with the apple cider. Like spiced cider, I guess. But
Well, I mean, it is spiced,
yeah.
like, hard cider.
Mm. Well, if this doesn't put you in the holiday spirit, I don't know what will.
It's tangy, it's not as lethal as glug, remember?
Right.
Remember, we used to have a landlady who was Swedish, and she would make us glug, and boy, we lived upstairs, and we could hardly get ourselves back up the stairs.
Yeah, the Swedes know how to party. That's very true. So, well, this is just a wonderful thing. The temperature is getting colder here in Chicago, which is wonderful. And as soon as it turns that corner, then these drinks are perfect. Not only for inside, but standing outside with a big fire pit or something like that.
6 feet away from your closest friend.
6 feet away, socially distanced. And we have a little segment coming up next, which is called a warm fire. So just imagine you're drinking your, what do you call this?
Żadne Piwo.
Żadne Piwo. And you're watching the Mr. Marty Show, live action.
Prost.
Prost. We're gearing up for the big Christmas special. And, I just thought I'd share with you guys just a little love song I wrote for somebody very special in my life. And I got my side girl here. All right, get close to me, ready? I can't wait for Christmas you can't wait to. There's a present that I have I wanna give to you. It's wrapped up and it's ready, not too hard to miss. I can't wait to see you and give you a Christmas kiss. It's a tingle and a jingle. It's a ho ho ho. It'll warm you from your eggnog gun to the tips of your mistletoe toes. I can't wait for Christmas. You've been on my list, yeah. Well, Yanni, you're the very first and only one to get my world finest Christmas kiss. All right, trumpet, here we go. Take it on your big soul. Yeah. Make me cry. Well, I can't wait for Christmas, Annie. I hope you feel the same. We'll share a warmth of happiness hotter than a Yule log's flame. It can't be found in a store, no way, but it's quite priceless. To show you what I have in my heart, it's the world's finest Christmas kiss. Come on now, it's a tingle and a jingle. It's a ho 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 ho. It'll warm you from your eggnog gun to the tips of your mistletoe, toe, 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 toe. I can't wait for Christmas. You've been on my list. You've been on my list this whole pandemic. You've been the very first and only one to get my Christmas kiss. Except for you, Anya. You're the very first and only one to get my world's finest, priceless. Can't find it in a store, no way, no Amazon. No one's come to your door. It's the world's finest Christmas kiss. Well, I want to thank you, all of you for watching Mr. Marty Show today. And I hope you enjoyed some of the stuff that we prepared for you. Dealing with the cold. We're back to cold. Yay! But that's what we have here in the beautiful Midwest. We got the extremes, don't we? Cold and warm. I don't mind it. It's a character builder. And I'm sure, like all of you watching it, you guys have now plenty of character. But I want to thank, as always, Anya and Annie and our vast team of people who are out there helping. I also want to thank the people that are supporting this show, now more than ever, this might be my future for a while. So you're helping me out and you're helping my family out, and I deeply appreciate that. Last thing is, please remember, we're all one family out there. Let's keep this cyber family going, huh? We can keep the community alive. So with that in mind, thanks for watching the show. 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 The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. Mr. Marty Show. The Mr. Marty Show. Show. Stay healthy, wear your masks, socially distance, but come together on the Mr. Marty Show. We'll see you next week. Live action always.